All right, good people. It is another lovely Sunday here with the Big Old Belt Media team, Lucas and I, and we have company. As we said, we were going to load up and keep hitting y'all with some of the best, some of the greatest, some of the most talented power content creators in all of the internet. And I got two of my favorite here, so I know I'm about to geek out tonight. We have a lot to talk about with this spicy episode, but
Yes,
nonetheless, we have King and Queen themselves, Mrs. Lynette, Mr. Stanley. They are random TV reviews. We are here to break down episode 4, The Devil's in the Detail, or Power Book 4 Force Season 2. Let's hit that intro, and then we back at it. Cheers, everybody, and welcome to another recap review show.
Cheers.
No, not it. That's not what we're doing. No, y'all know hot topics.
You can't say cheers a bunch of black people and not expect us to raise our glass.
Oh, what's
Right.
It was still the cheers. It was still the cheers. It was the official cheers. All right, cheers, toast, whatever y'all want to call it. We kicking it off tonight. As y'all already know, we back with our Sunday live show with you lovely fans, as we're going to cover the hottest, the most spiciest, the most randomest. Y'all see what I did there? Topics from this episode 4, The Devil's in the Detail. And Uncle Lou here, ready to, as he already scoured the internet to see what you folks been talking about, what y'all been yapping about. And see what we got. So Lou, what's up, Lou? What you drinking? What we on tonight?
Oh, wait. We don't promote alcohol unless a sponsorship comes with it. But I am drinking.
Right.
That part right there. Say hello.
Right.
There you go. I am drinking whiskey. I won't say what type of whiskey, but I'm drinking whiskey by a black-owned company. That's all I'll put it there.
Okay.
Insert company here if you would like to sponsor me drinking for the remainder of time on Big Gold Belt. but as I have scoured the internet, I gotta say, this week, our audience and the audience at large on Twitter, Black Twitter, y'all must really don't like Chris Lofton's acting. Because that was the number one thing I kept on looking. I'm like, wait, how many people gonna say, oh, he finally did a good job this episode? He finally did a good job.
I told you.
He's doing a good job this entire season. Y'all just, unless he turns into Franklin Saint, y'all just not.
Wait.
That's what it is. That's all it is. But the first question of the evening for us gonna be the second biggest question I saw, which is Claudia and this big plan that she's put in place with Vic to take out Walter.
Right.
One of the biggest questions I've noticed this week is, does this plan make any sense for Claudia to try to push through, knowing that as a woman, there's no way she can lead anything? So I'm going to throw it first to our amazing guests here. What do you all think about Claudia and just her idea of taking out Walter and yet thinking this is somehow going to help her be in power?
No.
Just
no. No, just no. All of us want to see Walter go. Like, there's no secret about it. But we're going to have an effective plan.
Yeah.
To get Walter out of here, because just saying that he was bad to our mom, he was bad to us, our childhood. Mm-hmm. That's not enough to come up with a plan to take out, like she said, a wolf. Now, I did agree with her when she said that if we need to strike him, we need to strike him while he's wounded. Because if you let a wolf get up, it's over for you. I do agree with her with that. But yeah, that plan that she has, what plan?
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. And I believe even with the help of Vic, it's still, I think she can try, but I think that if she did it, all hell would come down on her from the people in Dublin. I think she just be switching positions.
See, that's a
Yeah.
good way to put it, because that's all I see. What about you, Najee? What do you think about Claudia and her brilliant scheme here?
Right.
A
you
scheme.
know I love Claudia, but like again, she's playing in the territory that she doesn't belong. And as although Walter is very sexist, but he speaks the law. That's just what it is. No matter what you do for this family, no matter how much money you bring us, you're still a woman, and you'll always be a woman. And I don't know where that's not resonate with her. Yeah, she got it off her chest this episode, calling all the misogyny with everything that happens in organization. But that's what it is. And also Brendan also made it very clear, like it's not going anywhere. Devlin is on Walter's neck, and that's it. It is no replacement. There wasn't a, hey, we're going to come over there and make a substitution. It's like either you get it right or this is done. And I don't think she gets it for whatever reason. That's where like, I don't know. I guess we just need a great descriptive in terms of like how she is brilliant at the things she does. But for whatever reason, this one thing, she just can't get through her head that there is no end game for you. You play your part, or that's a wrap. And in fact, if she doesn't play her part, the rap is coming even faster. So she's self-blowing everything up right in her own face. So I don't know. Kids are going to be kids, I guess.
Right.
It's equivalent to when Jay-Z went on vacation and Dame Dash tried to make Cameron the vice president of Rockefeller. And it was like he was doing all of this without a real in-game plan on how you get rid of the biggest person in the organization. And it ended up him being out in the cold. So Claudia is Dame Dash, is what I'm trying to say. Like,
where's the black screen when you need it?
And that's if she. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go no. Go ahead.
And I was like, that's if she make it past Tommy. We got to remember Tommy is on to her for Gloria.
Liliana.
Yeah. Liliana. He on for Liliana. Yeah. So that's if she make it past that. To be able to even attempt to try to kill Walter.
You have a good point.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, all these white men are literally attempting to kill people for their colored queens. So between Tommy attempting to kill Claudia for Liliana, Vic immediately wants to kill Walter because of Gloria. I don't see how this plan going to work out for Claudia at the end when unfortunately she's missing the main part to be in charge of this organization, because that's just the way that they think about things. But speaking of annoying characters,
boy. Boy, they just got it in their review, so I know exactly who you're going at with this one. They were,
say his name. Go say his name.
Is D-Mac the new Tariq? That's the biggest question.
I thought you were going Seamus, but this is what I thought you were definitely going Seamus here.
No, not Seamus. No, not Seamus. Seamus just a regular cop. D-Mac, I saw so many little memes posted saying he's just annoying as Tariq was.
Yes.
So is D-Mac the new Tariq? Start with you first, Najee. What do you think, sir?
I'll tell you what, though. What if they are really trying to build D-Mac to be the next Tariq? What if they see value in him, in his acting, to say he has potential spin-off capability? I don't. I'm not to take anything away from him, but I don't think we have been emotionally invested in him just yet. Thus, if they take the Tariq route, we absolutely got to hate this guy for like a couple of seasons, and then eventually they say, you know what? Let's flip him into a good guy. Let's do a face turn here and see if we can get the fans over. I think that could be long-term storytelling, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we sure as hell are tired of composite characters in Power over and over and over, to the point as the reviewers here, like I'm sure we're fed up out of it, but at the same time, I think like the Facebook groups of Power, the ones who always got to draw vectors to say like, oh, that person's that person, that person's that person. Right. It ain't going to be long. And Lucas, tell me if I'm correct here. Have you seen verbatim that D-Mac is the new Tariq? Like that statement, because they be like, oh, well, that's the new Tommy. Vic was the new Tommy, and Tommy was still on the show. Like people be wilding out at
never.
But
Oh,
I don't.
man,
I don't.
yes.
I just hope they don't go that route. And as of right now, it's hard. It's really hard to say otherwise. Like, hey, they're definitely going very trajectory. Let me get a super chat in here really quick. From HFG. I'm not convinced Vic has the coverage to pull the trig on his dad. Okay, got you. I'd be surprised if he does it. And as bad as Walter is, those kids don't understand. They won't have the power of money without him. That's the truth.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Mm.
I'm gonna drop the comment just so we can get our guest faces uncovered. What y'all thoughts about that comment right there?
Yeah, they right.
They gonna learn.
Yeah,
they gonna learn.
Yeah, because think about it, because neither one of them ain't got no money. Because you remember Walter broke into her apartment and stole all of her shite.
Yeah,
all of it. So she broke.
Hey,
yeah,
but she changed the passwords on the dialysis accounts down.
Yeah,
you gotta remember.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
That's the pettiest thing in the world to do.
Petty.
And don't forget that
you take my money, your kidney's gonna fail. You won't get nothing.
And don't forget that Vic just robbed the liquor store for $50.
Yeah, that was so left field.
Now that you brought it up,
that was like what the what?
Did somebody get drunk, pass out Jenard, and write that? Because that made no sense. It was legit like it was made for another TV set or sitcom, and y'all just said we need to use this because we paid for it. It made no sense.
Yeah.
Listen, I tried my hardest to make sense of that scene, right? So I went back and watched it, right? And then I went back and watched this episode, and I said, what if that girl he got the $5 head from in the liquor store was a stripper? Easy layup there. Not at all. Not at all. To at least make just the smallest sense.
Right. It did. Yeah. It made no sense. Yeah.
Down bad. Yeah. But anyway, I digress.
Yeah,
Lucas,
I swear.
Flip the question again to our lovely guest. Flip that question.
I swear I'm still focused on $5 head because that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. That whole scene.
That's a deep discount there.
That's one of those deep discounts that you be like, nah, I'm good.
It's like they just transported that scene from Your Honor and said, we're gonna put it
wait.
And we're gonna use that. we're gonna use it on Force instead of using it on Your Honor. And we're gonna make it make sense somehow, some way.
And I'm more convinced that what happened in Enola than Chicago. Like, I don't know who. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But let's again ask the question: what do you all think about D-Mac becoming the new Tariq?
Never.
No.
Never. He doesn't have enough character development first, like you said.
Right.
And so we don't have those years of knowing and learning a lot about him and seeing his ups and his downs and really falling in love, but hating him at the same time. And he does, like, we've watched Tariq grow into this monster that he is. But we just look at D-Mac and be like, he's the cute kid around high school that everybody likes. He always got the freshest gear on. You can't take him too seriously. He had all the football games. Like, that's him. Like, I can't take him seriously. Like, he did what he did, but that was a mistake. It wasn't intentional.
Right. I don't think he's gonna be not even close. I'd rather for him to stay behind the scenes. He good at math. So that means somebody got to be able to count the paper that's coming in and know what we can do to get more paper. So I think he ought to stick right there. I don't think he's smart enough to lead anything like Tariq. But we didn't think that about Tariq either. We was like, once the ghost was gone, we was like, yep, power, that's a wrap.
But you have to remember, Tariq had mentors without having mentors.
That's all great.
He literally watched his dad and his uncle move like this his entire life. What D-Mac got?
Yeah, his dad won't there.
He can teach him the piano, but what that gonna do in the street?
Hey, the music works in church, so he can work in the street too.
We can get some praise, change the atmosphere, but that's about it.
Yeah, you get a couple collection plates.
I know.
Clearly, you ain't gonna be able to get.
They're always worth it. $50 line.
brother D-Mac, play that song for us real quick on the Lord's Day.
D-Mac is like that third grandchild of an old black grandmother. Like he got one skill and that's it. She's like, "Oh baby, go do that math. Show everybody that math you can do." Like that's it. He ain't got nothing else for him. Nothing else.
Yep. Everybody likes him. He checks on grandma when all the hoodlums is not. They in the streets. Like that's the one that you can depend on. He's in the wheel. The rest of y'all are out. That's D-Mac.
Yeah.
I think the part that makes people think about Tariq with him is the need to get involved in a game that it seems that there was no need for you to be involved with.
Right.
Like we questioned that at first with Tariq, like you have all these advantages.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be into the streets? And we see here with D-Mac, even with Tommy having a conversation with him, like, hey, you have other avenues here. Take advantage of them. And instead, D-Mac, like, no, Uncle Tommy, I want to be in the street. Like, give me a pistol. Let me get on these corners. I could make you $100 a day. And Tommy, like,
I'll kill you myself.
I'll kill you myself. Yeah.
Exactly.
He threatens to kill all his nephews.
Yeah.
Every single one. We just waiting for him to hang D-Mac over a building.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, we need. That might be coming. That might be coming.
Yeah. Oh, the internet's gonna have a field day with that one.
Yep.
My only thing, and I, in all sensitivity to the writer's strike that's going on right now, I am a little surprised that the writers would take the long game here with this because it is a spinoff, and as we've seen with Ghost, it took a little while for folks to really be emotionally connected to, and that's the closest to Power because the most characters we know. Tommy may be the most favorite character still around, but like they went, as I mentioned, season 1 was a lot of focus about Tommy's like mental state, really working through all the trauma that he's been through, and folks didn't respond to that because Tommy's a stone cold killer, so they wanted that. So they come back more to that this season, and we starting to see a little bit of an emotional state with everybody around him. My issue is we was really excited for Forrest, and when we were preparing for the interviews, we were really, there was some characters that they didn't really get full introductions to based on what we were allowed to see early to prepare for the interview. And two people that really stood out to us was D-Mac and JP. JP really being a true Chicago dude, where they talked about his music in his bio and how that was like him just knowing how to navigate that part of Chicago, which to us is like, yes, I love the artistry of Chicago, the aesthetic of Chicago. If that's going to be the character we're going to go through, then I can't wait to see Chicago represented through us. We really didn't get that. The fact that we just now seeing him play a piano is mind blowing to me. Right. And then JP, and D-Mac on the other hand, they very much built him up to be so smart, a math whiz, that we got that just to see that not even be utilized at all as a factor this one. So I'm like, these things we know about him are like relevant to what point here? So and I bring that up now because, like, as you mentioned, like, we know he's smart in math. We do. But if you take that away because they haven't really been utilizing it, what does it matter? So D-Mac happens to just be, as Lucas said, like that third grandson that just got that one skill that's always put on display for grandma's pleasure, to let her know that her grandbaby's doing something out there. And other than that, what are they doing? Anyway, let me get this other super chat really quick. DeMarcus Vaughn comes to us, says Alicia will snitch, Vic Flynn, and I hope Fat Tony come into the picture. Stacey March tried to get Alicia to tell on Tommy about Colin and DJ Def. Lucas, your thoughts on this?
Didn't even know her name. This is amazing.
Alicia, the chick that was in the interrogation room. Yeah.
Yes. I knew she was in the interrogation room. Yeah. I knew this was from the photo shoot that they was having, and that's when the murders took place. I just never took time to learn her name. I'm just more amazed that DeMarcus Vaughn knew her name. Like, that is wow. You sir efficient. But she already snitched on Vic. That was the first name she gave out. Yeah, and she literally pointed at his picture and said, him.
Yeah.
I recognize the tag.
She already snitched. Yeah. She said him with another white boy. It's clear the other white boy was Tommy.
Right. She wouldn't give him up though.
She knew. Yep, she knew who to snitch on.
Oh
Right.
yeah, oh yeah. She said, "I'll give up that one, but not the crazy one. You got to figure that one out."
Yeah,
she saw what Tommy did when they murdered that guy. She's like,
I want to pause that.
No, not that one. I'm gonna take the nice one out.
Alicia going to sleep with the fishes. Listen, to give it to our guest here, Alicia comes off as a character of first season, so it's like a character of the past. So we love those connections. And it's just like the same things we had in all the other shows where a character comes from the past and somehow becomes like a turning point in things to come. So I want to remix this question a little bit to you all. Do you think Alicia coming in and pointing out Vic is actually ever truly going to be a game changer?
Me thinking about it, it would have to, because there would be no need for her to even be here.
Yeah, right.
But do I see it right now? No, I don't see it, but it has to be. If they're good at what they're doing, they definitely should flip that and make that a possibility. But otherwise, there would be no need for her to even be here.
Let me Stanley, before you answer, now let me put something else into perspective here. Now you know I love some Jenny. It's one of my other favorite characters in Power.
Jenny.
and I love Blanca, and I really don't like Blanca, but Lucas always teased me about it. But let me tell you, when folks get hell bent on getting their person, no one else matters. And you remember Stacy right there says, and what about this guy? No, this guy. As she points to Tommy, she's like, I don't know who that is.
Right.
So Stanley, once again now, does Alicia coming in here at all become a game changer? Knowing how power cops are when they want their person, no one else really matters.
That's what I was getting ready to say. The same thing. When they got a hard on for somebody, like you said, they don't think about nobody else. And they never get the person that they had the hard on for. So even though she done gave him up, they still ain't gonna give him.
Yeah.
And I have not seen it play out yet.
Yep.
Has not played out yet. It didn't work in New York, and I damn sure know it ain't gonna work in Chicago.
So
because Stacy has.
Yeah, you can save on your flights and just stay in New York. It's just work from home.
Don't worry about it. Blanca gonna come there
And then,
somehow, some way. She
right.
gonna be there.
I mean, look at the struggle with her with I can't think of her name from the Shy trying to get the task force. So sold out her husband or boyfriend. I'm guessing now.
Stacy.
That's what happened in New York.
Yeah,
they would sell each other out.
Yeah,
it made the difference who you was. If I want to get you, I don't give a damn about you, as long as I get this person.
Yeah,
they sold Han out so bad that Han went back to be with his family in Fast 10. He was like, "Nah, I can't do this no more."
He said, "Where the sunflower seeds that I ain't got time for this." My nerves bad.
Exactly. Again, Stacy has biker boy vision.
Yeah,
everything is on Tommy. Nothing else.
Everything.
She sees nothing else. That woman mentioned Vic's name. She could have said Jimmy Hoffa, and who cares?
What
about this other white guy here?
What about
That's the one I'm looking for. Exactly. Like she could care less about it.
I just can't like her character from The Shy. I just keep saying The Shy, and that wig
that wig is killing me, yo. The taper's not right.
Like give me the cornrows back, please. You know
the meltdown is not right.
Give me the cornrows. Give me Dre. Give me Dre. Give me Dre.
Man, Dre can crack the case.
Yeah. But yeah, Stacy, nah.
Yeah, we need Dre to crack the case because Stacy ain't gonna do it.
You like Stacy with this 27 piece? This ain't working. Like,
listen,
we need something to get
with the circular closure.
So she got that Beverly Johnson wig.
The Beverly Johnson 27 piece bust down. The fourth Sunday special.
Hey, listen. These power shows get a lot of praise, but I'm just gonna leave it at this. This one department that never do, and I think by this last conversation, we know what it is.
It's the same. That department also worked for Tyler Perry.
Yes,
they got to.
Right.
They all in the same. They got to.
They just missing the microphone on the forehead. That's all.
That's it. The moment she came on screen, you wanted to say Cora? Is that Cora?
Right.
You got to be kidding me. What? You got to be playing with me.
Y'all
right
did
now.
not do her like that.
Dre, that's you.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
That's Dre after she went to church and went to the altar.
She got saved. Then she joined the police department.
And she changed her name back to Stacy. and join the police force.
They make these task force the comedic relief of these shows.
It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah, because they need that other element to push the story forward. At least that's what they assume.
Yeah,
like you can't have these big criminal organizations without someone attempting to stop them.
Right.
But with power, we're at the point where like, come on, like every time you need to stop somebody, you need a task force. What happened to the persistent cop that just did his job to stop drug dealers? Like,
right.
They don't work.
They don't work.
Task force it is.
Yeah.
And we ain't never in life or fiction, we've never seen a task force work ever.
Never.
Ever.
Nope.
Maybe rounding up all the corner boys.
For 40 years, Nancy Reagan had a task force, and it never worked.
Never works. And Tommy's standing up there just looking at y'all, and y'all don't see the white boy. Out of all the black people that's out here getting rounded up, y'all don't spot the lily white boy on the corner with a hoodie on that looks like
with
what's
a
the little
New
boy
York
Mets?
Yep.
Yeah, that looks like powder.
Yeah.
Like y'all don't see him?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
y'all don't see him.
I say just like powder.
He is white as the driven snow, and no one notices.
And he don't look out of place. But that's how it is in real life. They don't see them. They see us.
They rounded up all the black people and left all the white boy.
Oh, he's fine. He's just jogging. He's okay.
Exactly.
He's the killer.
And listen, before we get to the third one tonight, we have a quick audible because I don't know if y'all been scouring the internet for non-power related content, but this comment right here absolutely is on par with this next super chat from AO Productions. Stacy is becoming the female Rashad Tate. It's interesting you bring up Rashad Tate today because I seen him working online, and not sure if y'all seen that good old fine Megan Good next to her babe, Mr. Jonathan Majors here. But what is Rashad Tate over there doing with Miss Stacy, with Miss Stacy Good, with Miss Megan Good and Mr. Jonathan Majors? What is Rashad Tate up there? Is the Queen's Child Project getting relaunched? Is there something we need to know? Is Jonathan Majors the new ghost? What's happening here? Something's happening here.
Well, we do know his Megan Good contract is not up yet. I don't know whether they keep on renewing her because this came out of nowhere. He was known to love the other type of woman, and then he got in trouble, and then Megan Good signed her new lucrative deal, and then all of a sudden they everywhere together, and then Rashad Tate just shows up at a fundraising event, and I was so confused. I said, "Why is Rashad Tate here?
Yeah, what Councilman Tate doing here?"
I didn't see that. I didn't look at it.
Maybe they are shooting influence, and we didn't know it. And Jonathan Majors is part of influence.
Aren't they all?
You never thought that. Yeah.
Well, that's a story. Hey, listen. Well, that's a storyline for sure. And that little fight that happened, that is strictly a scene out of Power. So you know what? You might be on this.
The two little girls, that two little girl fight. That was hilarious. That miraculously, a major star just happens to show up as two little girls are fighting. That is amazing. Amazing. In Philly? Was that in Philly?
Yeah,
because I don't know too many teams that don't fight with weapons. So it's even more amazing.
Listen,
this black time traveler come through dressed like he's in the 1800s, and he is king. And breaks them up. Like,
he is king, so it does.
Amazing.
It's on par. Now you're right. I ain't gonna lie. That's the first thing I said. I was like, I haven't seen kids fight hand to hand in a long time, so I know this scripted. I don't care anything else about narrative. Like I have not seen two kids without weapons fight. And good old 15 since we was in high school feels like
101.
Yeah. No, 101. Yes.
That was the more amazing part.
Shark Keisha was the last fight, and that was a group. Around. Yep, exactly.
A group of kids around. Who's fighting 101? Kid, I didn't fight 101. Who was there to show off for?
Right.
You know what? What are we proving here?
Yeah.
Exactly. I knock you out. Who gonna know? No one's gonna know I beat
you. Exactly.
But all seriousness, if Stacey's becoming the female Rashad Tate, it upsets me because every week and every time I get a chance, I'm gonna mention how I wish they would pull the trigger on influence. And I'll be honest too. Once the strike comes about, I think it is about time for Power to announce something new. I think they're gonna need to do something. I don't care if it's another series, if they want to do like a feature-length film, since they're under Lionsgate, and they damn sure got some directors at hand that could easily do a movie. Deion Taylor there, Eve Rivera, so like they can do something, but they gonna need a little something more to spice this up, because season after season is cool, but we need a little bit more excitement, whether a big casting or something. So I don't know. We're gonna see.
You know, we've been waiting for Yaz's book for like
Bring
4
it.
years now.
Her and Big Mama done been through some stuff.
Yeah, they done been through some stuff.
Baby.
And you know, Big Mama. If you get Big Mama a key role, she gonna eat that roll up.
Huh?
It's gonna be something to look at. Listen.
She gonna eat it up.
Hey, and then you just hire her some older friends, Chip Fields, who burned Penny in Good Times. She could be on there. Laverta Devine, add her on there. And then, oh man, I'm telling you, where that
Rashad.
Debbie Allen, Felicia Rashad. Oh god, all you need is, and if you give Viola just a snack crack, and it's one
over.
scene.
It's over. Yeah.
It's over. That'd be the greatest Power show of all time. Like you couldn't never beat it. Power, the old lady gang, Power.
You know
that's
what?
it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Mine is Candy restaurant to get shot up. But
we just need to be in the green room. We need the snacks in the green room where it's safe.
Hey. That's all I want. Because I know they got old candy in their purse. I just want to be around them.
I don't want candy.
and they no longer in the wrapper. The Star Mix. They ain't even in the wrapper.
It tastes like perfume.
Here you go, baby. Yep. Take one of these. They all right.
White diamonds.
Just
like diamonds.
Yep.
White diamonds.
Or Skin So Soft. One or the other.
Christ. What you know about a big old Skin So Soft?
Out the Avon catalog.
Baby. Now must be your
sweet pea candy. You got that sweet pea candy. You're like, this tastes like sweet pea.
Lord have mercy.
That's where Mary Kay really messed up the money. They could have easily got the bag by just giving these old folks Sunday candy to sell. They would have came up real good. All that other stuff, nobody cared about that.
We would have seen so many pink Cadillacs. Because we've seen enough Mary Kay pink Cadillacs. We would have seen so many more. All right, let's get to the third question here of the evening. And this is a weird question, so I'm going to set it up in a way for you to understand what I'm trying to say here. Tommy has made it horrible for all men in the world. He is dealing drugs, trying to take over the city, killing snitches, and yet he still manages to text back. What do you think about this budding relationship that we're seeing built here on Power between Tommy and the Connect sister? Because that's all the internet calls her. So I ain't gonna call her name. They call her the Connect sister.
That's messed up.
So I'm gonna start with you all first. What do you think about this budding relationship between these two, and where's this gonna lead to?
It's a setup that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit. It's a setup. At first, I kind of was like, okay, because we have seen the storyline time and time again. The good girl falls in love with the drug dealer. Good girl ends up hurt. Story ends like that. So I was like, okay, we're just repeating this. But now, after I saw Grandma, and now seeing that, okay, at first she's like, I'm not going to get in the bed with my brother's people. Now all of a sudden, y'all meeting up,
getting driving.
He done taught you how to drive a stick shift.
Toyota Tacoma
in 5 minutes, and now you Tokyo drifting, jumping over railroad tracks and hitting trains.
Yeah, bring Fast and the Furious in there. That's what they doing.
Love it.
And then you over at the house. Well, first we at the zoo. Okay, so now we bringing drug dealers to zoos in the middle of the day. So now y'all can just walk around and look at the rhinos. Okay, that's cool, whatever. But to meet another drug dealer at the zoo too. Yeah. And now somebody don't ended up like my grandma said, killed it up in the bathroom. And you didn't read that body language on him that he just took a body and you grew up around this. No, this
Unless
is
you
what
set it up.
Something ain't right.
Unless you set it up.
Something's not right. She don't got the coordinates to the daggone to the apartment and got left in the apartment.
Left by herself. By herself.
Yeah.
It's something that Todd set up to come to us with the boo. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. That's what made me think was a setup. The quick turn.
It was a quick
turn. So we got a bunch of episodes like I'm not gonna deal with them. Boom. Y'all connected now.
Yeah.
And get ready to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
So
which is always awkward looking. Tommy's sex scenes are the most awkward, aggressive thing that I've ever seen.
Hey,
and I just don't want to. I don't want to watch it, but it's like a train wreck. You can't look away from it because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Thomas say I gotta get the draws too.
I mean, everybody do, but I don't want to have to see it.
Yeah, it's in Tommy's contract, but it is all.
It's in there.
It's very forceful. To go by the name of his show, it's very forceful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where they got it from.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And she doesn't have red hair this time. You know, he has a thing
so that's
with
my
red
verdict.
hairs.
I believe it's a setup. It's a setup. I believe it's a setup.
These are good points.
What about you, Nikki? What do you think about Tommy? And I'm never going to say her name. People understand my complication with name.
Oh, it's just Mireya. It is just Mireya. It's just spelled in a very
I know the way Mireya is spelled.
And that ain't it.
Yeah, that like why did he spell it like that? Like
I was like Mireya.
Mireya.
Right. Mireya. Something like that. That's the way it's said. Pronunciation.com told me it was Mireya. I said no. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I ain't even gonna attempt to.
I'll get this super chat out the way real quick from DK's way. She's hood enough to tell Tommy he may get smoked, but their grandma raised her the same way a head raised a brother. Adversary. This is exactly my point. I want to take emphasis, and thank you for the super chat, DK's way. Grandma interest was granular. And actually, as we joke about all these grandmas on these shows, grandmas have been kind of a staple that ain't getting enough love. If you think about it. But
old lady gang.
Yeah, grandma entrance was granular, big deal. Respect, all eyes, the true kingpin of the family. And I talked about how Miguel, he may be the guy, but like bosses ain't coming to meet anybody at the front door.
Right.
And he looks like a soldier. And then obviously he got humbled really quick because we saw the head of the cartel says, listen, you know what I mean? So I think that when you think about the head of the cartel, when you think about grandma and what position she had, maybe she was, previously the one running the territory. She's been around it. She's pulling the string. She is aware of everything. She's already made it very clear that she don't like the likes of that white boy Tommy there.
Yeah,
So if you don't think that grandma is, as you mentioned, they were raised together for sure. So Mireya could try to act like she's not about that life. Oh, she's certainly in it though, one way or another. Right. And in fact, if I could be talking out of my ass here, the cartel is very much aware of who she is, which means if they know who she is, she absolutely knows who they are.
Right.
So she's definitely a staple in all of this. So I think for a fact that Mireya has been called to play from Bill Belichick, grandma herself, and she's out here running the scout team Spygate. And for a fact, I think we're going to see her not only catch Tommy slipping, but I actually think we're going to see Tommy get his little heart broken. Realizing that he wasn't even aware of this move that was happening right under his thumb.
Right.
And I think it's going to be humbling because I think we're going to see Diamond be the one to say, see, I told you. I told you leave her alone. And that's going to be the first time that Tommy has been held accountable by his woman selection since Ghost. And I keep saying that Diamond gives partial Ghost vibes to how he kind of runs that. I think there's a level of respect for Diamond. Liliana was like the other part. I think he put the two of them together. That sort of gives that companionship that he had with his brother Ghost. And I think Diamond's going to be a one to check him, and he's going to respect it because it will feel very much like Ghost. And I think somebody brought it up in either one of our recaps, comments, or in the live chat. But we have not felt Ghost's presence in this show just yet. And I think there's going to be some point where mentally we see Tommy start to recount those days with his brother, the things he's learned, the lessons that he's been telling them for all those seasons, that he's finally going to get it through his thick skull. If he's going to run stuff, he's going to have to operate in a way to be a leader and not be caught and slapping every time he see a fine young thing with some red hair. So
yeah.
Mireya. Keep an eye out for her. Oh, listen to this. Somebody see, listen, you can't mention Ghost's name without this. Don't compare Diamond to Ghost.
Just
So hold on.
So
Hold on. So
that's when it all.
Hold on.
Oh,
I just be out.
Don't you mention a baby Ghost and nobody else but Ghost.
Nobody but Ghost.
That's it. And until Stars open that wallet up, Lamar ain't coming back for nothing. Until Stars open that wallet up, which he made very clear about that. Like, I ain't coming back till they open the wallet up for it. But for me, with Tommy and this relationship, this would just have to be the first time we've seen this go bad for Tommy, in a sense where the woman betrays him. Because we've seen it in every other way humanly possible here.
Right.
Whether it was Holly, whether it was in a way Tasha, who's his sister, but this same woman issues, to Lakeisha, all of these issues that Tommy's had with women, we've just not seen one play him.
Right.
And I said in our recap that I think she is a huge part of the organization. I don't think it's like her and Miguel grew up together and she kind of knows it. I think she's possibly the head of everything. And she's just using this to get more information from Tommy, to find out exactly what his place is here. And then she'll report back to Grandma, who I think is the head of the cartel and the real leader of everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's when the ball starts rolling on Tommy. Because one, I don't know what it is with, and excuse me if it sounds a bit off kilter. I don't know what it is with white people and leaving random people they just met in their apartments and not having questions about that. None of that makes sense.
Hey, black people don't do that.
Because when I go, you go.
Right.
I got to go.
I don't care. Yes.
No.
Family from out of town, you got to go when I go. I got to go to work. You got to go to the Super 8 or something. You're not staying in my house.
Exactly. You're not staying there without me. Not happening. But this is
all
a
in my
level
drawer
of comfort already that Tommy has with her. And the first thing I thought, and I brought up in our recap, was what happens if there's elements or evidence of what him and Diamond did when they robbed Miguel at his place?
Ooh, yeah.
Wouldn't she go looking for that to see maybe these are the people that actually robbed us?
Yeah, Grandma did ask about the coincidentalness. So
yes.
Yep, she sure did.
You might be
on
with that.
Yeah.
So it would make no sense for him to do this, but it's because Tommy is smitten. And when Tommy gets smitten, that's his biggest weakness.
Yep.
His biggest weakness is women. And one thing, if you're going to have a cartel on here, you have to show just how calculated a cartel is. The goal is to expose all of your weaknesses.
Right.
If they think, well, they already brought up Julio. So that means they kind of know what Tommy's weakness already is.
Ooh,
and they probably thinking, get close to him because he'll let you in. And when you get in, you need to find out as much humanly possible about him and what he's doing. Because it's still not clear to anybody, really, why Tommy is so involved with Diamond.
Yeah.
Sure.
So because of that, she could be the person who you need to find out more information about this. He clearly likes you. The moment you stepped in that room, we knew his weakness was you. We're going to use this to our advantage. Find out more about him. And that would explain how the turn happened so fast from her not wanting to be involved with anybody who knows her brother to magically, oh, you can take me on driving lessons. Oh, we go out, we can kiss. Like all of that. The transitions are so fast.
Right.
It has to be a purpose for them to be that fast. And it feels like the purpose is it's her job to get more information on Tommy. And this is going to break Tommy because this is going to bring forth to him a weakness that Ghost told him he had. And then that's when you get the connection back to a Ghost. Is Ghost brought up like, dude, if you and women this never goes well for us. But amazingly, it doesn't go well for him with women because of his relationship with his mother. He's always searching for a woman to give him the love that he didn't get from Kate. So for him to go through this at the same transition of Kate becoming more of a responsible person, a responsible mother, the duality of that is amazing because that would elevate force to a different level that we haven't seen from the
Right.
rest of the power shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a quick comment says, I think it's from DK's way that says, yeah, they oh yeah, there it is. They do use women. That's for a fact.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
love to see the cartel on display from the ways we've seen the cartel display. There's so much media on cartels. There's Narcos, a billion seasons of it, so many different things. The last Narc. I would love to see the cartel on the show be calculated in a way that lives up to the reputation. If Mireya is a huge staple, and what next episode after that, we see that meet between Grandma and her calling the play. Then I shift my interest to Grandma. I want to see Grandma's web of connection. I want to see her move things across the border. I want to see her. I mean, because the next thing is she has to go out to CBI because everybody knows CBI is the big breadwinner now, and that ain't gonna make the cartel happy because they don't play games. There's no collaboration here. You either the distro or you out of our way, and so it's gonna be interesting. Listen, they already played us not giving us that scene with Lil K's grandma with the interrogation. I was upset about that. They better make sure we get every cartel grandmama scenes on this show. Each and every one of them.
Listen, Lil K's all I needed to see was her being brought into that police investigation. And her coming in there with her Michael Kors purse, because you know she had one.
With 2 cookies.
Sitting on the table in front of her. And she like, I'm not telling anything. You saw what they did to my baby. You know how when grandmothers get mad and they whisper, but they yell whisper at you. Like, you know that was the part of the whole scene. Like the point you didn't get that, I was so mad. I said, that's the perfect point to show her resolve, because they bring it up anyway of like she's not going to say anything. But playing off of the prior episode though, how hard she went at Jenard, and with that little ear, I clearly know you did it.
I'm gonna know who you are. That cauliflower ear.
Take these 2 cookies, baby, and take a nap.
Exactly. Hey, what the old folks you say, play pussy, get fucked. Like all of that was something. Like all of that was there. Like we were there for that scene and we didn't get it. So it's like we completely missed out on that scene. So here with the cartel, hopefully, especially with the women being in charge, as we always say, Power does an amazing job, more than anyone else on television right now, of writing extremely strong women characters.
That is true.
I agree.
So if they can do this and show the 2 key people of this cartel being those 2 women instead of what it be the men, what we're accustomed to seeing,
that would be a good twist.
Yes,
but when you brought up
slowly build.
When you brought up about Mireya being a little bit more connected, when they had Jenard all bound up, she did not flinch.
Didn't flinch.
Oh, not at all.
She did not
at all.
I'm accustomed to walking in on y'all bucking people up. She did not flinch not one time. So for her to act like she fall away from the organization, you would think, first thing, woman, stop. No, she was like,
okay, it's another day in the neighborhood.
But it was the way that Jenard looked at her too.
But she bucked up because she revealed her brother's weakness.
That insulin.
Yeah.
He got the sugars.
He got the sugars.
But we said this. We said this, and I wonder what you two think. Yeah, because I think that there was a lot of emphasis that he was able to spot the insulin, but does Jenard have the wherewithal to recognize this being a weakness? Remember, Jenard off that stuff right now. So at this point now, Jenard just basically trading for air. I don't think and it would be interesting because he hasn't really been written as a smart character, very desperate. It would be interesting if he's able to recognize in the state of desperation that, here's something I can use for future, purposes. Do you think he picked it up? Or do you think they just kind of threw us a little something there?
Jenard is black. He know what the sugars look like and what you take for the sugars now. We ain't gonna play like that need a whole lot of brain and a whole lot of thinking now. You know what that kid look like.
Oh my goodness. I ain't got nothing for it.
That was put perfectly. I didn't know it. The moment you see that kid, you be like, oh, you got the sugars.
Yeah, just go in the bathroom and get yourself tightened up.
Which one you at?
You'll be all right in 5 minutes.
So
Elevate your feet.
quick follow-up to that though. What do you think about Miguel kind of so I say kind of pulling back from this interrogation that he was or torture he was applying on Jenard when Mireya comes in and basically kind of threw a fit. Do you buy more into Lucas's theory that she may be the running things?
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Yeah, because he sure enough stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving them like those ones. I'm just playing. You remember the end of a time and Jenard ain't. I mean, he's a main character, but like he's not exempt from torture or losing a finger. Anybody can lose a finger.
Right.
Yeah.
Any other time that Miguel tortured anybody, they went full tilt. So
right, stuck a hand and busted off with the hammer.
It works.
Raising the hand.
It works two ways here because in the end, while Miguel can torture Jenard, he can't go but so far because of Diamond.
That's
In
true.
the end, that's still Diamond's little brother, and Diamond is your number one seller right now.
Right.
Him and Tommy are reeing up like every 2 days.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to mess up that by hurting Jenard and pissing Diamond off. Piss Diamond off and Diamond leaves you, then you fuck.
That's a good
So
point.
what happens is you can only go but so far against Jenard. Only but so far before you actually got to bring it to Diamond and say, hey, you pay your brother's way, or I got to do something to your brother. I think that's the scene that we're going to get soon is Miguel going to Diamond like your brother's behind. You may be separate, but that's still your blood. What do you want to happen to him? And you see Diamond pay whatever Jenard owes. Because he's not going to allow something to happen to his little brother.
That's the truth.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
It's another dynamic we don't get to see in Power. Like we didn't get to see this before of two brothers separate. We got to see Ghost and Tommy separate, and we saw what happened when somebody came between both of them. They teamed back up to kill that person.
Yep.
And they're like, no,
yeah.
You can shoot at him a little bit.
Yeah.
You can I'll let you graze him, but I ain't gonna let you do nothing else to him.
So that's enough.
Right.
Yeah. But here with Jenard and Diamond is a little different. Like that is Diamond's little brother. He's not gonna let you hurt him. And Miguel knows that. But Miguel knows I still have to threaten you. Like I can't think just think it's okay to say I had to pay the Serbs and you didn't pay me.
You didn't pay me. Yep.
Yeah, nigga,
That's
what type
just
of shit
wild.
is this?
Yeah, just wild.
Yeah.
That blew me. I wish a nigga would be like, yeah, man, I ain't got your money, man. I had to pay my phone bill. Who the fuck we're Verizon at?
Run me my money, Verizon.
I don't care if you tell me you had to pay the IRS. You better bring Biden ass back here and tell him to give me that money. Because you'll pay me no matter what. Like it makes no sense.
Let me get the super chat real quick. Steve, I want to see the Rojas being handled scene. Man, they gave Rojas they gave him the league minimum for his role because I think he had a 2-peat. Yeah, I'm surprised too about that one. I don't know. So I would appreciated that too. But yeah.
We don't want to know it just handled. We want to see it handled, like you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
But let's get into our last question, which is our bonus question of the evening. And there was a couple of them out there. Clearly, there was a lot about Walter and Paulie. I don't necessarily want to get into that because that is a whole different issue.
That's a whole
I think we have to wait till that fully plays out. But the bonus question of the evening is something that everybody brought up. Why did no one from treason step in to save Jenard until he was left bloodied?
I had to cut my damn camera off here. What the like? What?
Yeah, right.
I have never seen a jump when you are the lead guy and everybody just looking around,
right?
Because they don't like him anymore, and they don't trust him, and it's almost like okay, whatever.
But even not his right hand man, you at least thought he would have jumped
He's
in.
sick of him too.
But
Hey,
even
all
being
of them was
sick of
like,
him
we're gonna
in
let you get
face.
this work first. We're gonna let you get this work, and then we're gonna jump in.
And then I do, yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It was weird.
I think maybe because what happens with crackheads, right? You need to see them get beat because you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna step in. If you didn't sniff that gram right before they came in here, we wouldn't have these problems.
Right.
Like you couldn't even hold out. Like Jenard up there talking to me like, yeah, man, because we gotta get this money on these streets. Like, what, nigga? No. Why are you doing that? Yeah, like everybody had the same question. Like, oh, wait.
You a junkie now?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I would if I was in that line of business, right? And the person I'm buying from just magically is just sniffing lines in front of me, I'm gonna have so many questions.
Right.
Because how's this gonna work? Because I don't need to give you something and you get so high that you forgot I gave it to you. And then you try to come at me thinking I stole something from you. Like none of this makes sense. And I think that's why they was like, just let them fight. Let's see what happens. And it was just when they thought like they could kill Jenard, they was like, nah, let's stop it now. Like, I don't need to go no further. Bang, bang. Stop fighting.
Stuff. Yeah. I'm treason. Like,
sit up. Well, he had that superhero crackhead strength though.
Yeah, hey, straight Alonzo from training day.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers.
You did this to me.
You did this to me. Like he was so like adamant, like I'm treason. It's like nigga, well,
you're a crackhead right now.
Yeah.
Have you all sent up to Pelican Bay? Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're not even a crackhead because crackheads don't sniff heroin. You sniff heroin, nigga. Like I don't. Sniffing heroin in 2023 is equivalent of me walking in the street and seeing somebody freebasing, and I'd be like, "Wait, nigga, like you still freebasing?
What are you doing?"
Pretty sure there's other new ways to ingest that type of narcotic.
Other than that, right?
But Jenard, like, man, I'm not even snorting. I'm not shooting this. I'm just gonna sniff it and see what happens. Like, who sniffs heroin? Like, I literally went and asked people who I knew who did drugs. I said, "Nigga, do y'all sniff heroin?" Because I'm confused. Like, I've never seen it.
So the question is, where he sniffed, was it the batch with the baby powder?
Of course it isn't.
Oh, without the baby powder?
Of course it isn't. He got the pure, and he had to cut the rest because he don't smoke.
Hey,
but he was already, so he gave himself the difference.
Oh, he know
he gave him the good stuff. He gave him the good stuff. He like, look, don't you give me that baby powder shit. Put my line with no baby powder
in the bag.
What Mireya say? I don't want that Johnson. Don't give me that Johnson.
Leave that
out. Leave that out of my
drugs. Gonna kill us.
Stanley said on the review, he said, "Yeah, wasn't that the ones that did the one shot COVID vaccine? I died." Yeah, we don't need that either.
Yeah, I'm not taking no shots from Johnson and Johnson.
I was down to them. You cutting it with baby powder. I said,
yeah.
Is that really a street thing? I have never heard of that.
No,
I thought it was baking soda.
No, it was baby powder.
Yes,
but it is baking
I thought
soda.
it was baking soda. They cut it with baking soda,
And
not baby
soda is
powder.
cheaper.
Right, because you get it for like 69 cents a box.
Yeah, you go to get it for 25 cents on a good day.
Exactly. You go to Family Dollar, load up
about 189. And y'all already having money problems. Like the math is not math.
Don't get my man no more ideas out here.
It ain't even ideas. No one cuts drugs with baby powder. It makes no sense.
Like they smell that?
But like, hey, like this don't smell good.
Why does my Coke smell fresh?
Yeah, it smells good.
Why is this lavender scented Coke? Like this nigga got lavender scented Coke.
Yeah, that's
with aloe in it. Like I've never had Coke with aloe in it. It went down my nostrils so smooth. It was amazing.
Started burned and healed at the same time. Hybrid.
I thought I was behind. I said, "Is that really a thing?"
Monica L with the super chat. Like he said, there's some treasonous stuff happening in treason. He's damn right about
treasonous.
like it's like they didn't
Right.
understand the name of their gang was treason. Like, what did you think was going to be
Right.
happening? You're like, you could at least name your gang legitimate
Yeah,
business
right.
gang. Anything you named it treason. Like everything bad was going to happen from that.
Exactly.
Off jump.
In the name.
No one took it serious. No
No.
one. We got another super chat from Gemini Don. Jenard, bro, go back to Diamond ASAP. He has no
Right.
choice. He is
Yeah,
down
yeah.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah, he's down bad.
Yeah.
But when pride comes into play,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I mean, if you think about it in this analogy, think about it as a kid who leaves home, and even when they're struggling and they know they should go back home, they don't, because they feel like I still have to make my own way. I still have to, no matter what I'm going through, I don't want to have to go back because I don't want someone to tell me I told you so.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's Jenard's issue, is if he goes back to Diamond, it's I told you so. I told you you can do this on your own. And because of that reason, I don't think he'll go back to Diamond until it gets horrible.
Rock
And it's
bottom.
not there. Yep.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit rock bottom yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I call him the prodigal son.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I call him.
That's a good way to put it too. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. And being in that game and understanding when all the chips are against you is a hard thing to realize. You'll float water forever. Tread water forever, because you like I just don't want to go back. Like I know it'll make Jenard feel so weak. And the weird part is I think it will break him more to go back than it would if treason just failed.
I agree with that.
If it failed, I failed. I failed on my own.
Right.
If I go back, like that, there's nothing positive for me at that point. I'm gonna forever be a worker. And nobody wants that.
Right.
That's true.
Mm.
And for
especially
Tommy,
if you want to be the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I failed in front of Tommy of all people.
Yes. I failed in front of the guy who replaced me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
That
Who
just
just
can't
came,
go back.
just came into town.
Yeah. That has been sunning me since I've been since he been here.
Yes. I mean, if you watch sports, you see it all the time, but people be like, nah, I prefer to fail on my own than to win together.
Woo,
Yeah.
That's a preach.
Yeah, that's a sermon. That's Sunday, ain't it? Yep. That's preach right there.
So we got a lot of potential backstabbing coming up. So my little last question here. Between all these different scenarios of a backstabbing, Mireya and Tommy, you have Stacy, Marks, and Bobby, which that I think is really going to be something super interesting. We have Shanti and Jenard here, or even Diamond and his female cop. She's been kind of just playing the game at some point. Does she make a play for something here? Because taking Diamond down is a big, as Stacy said, that's a big move there. Of all these potential backstabbings, even D-Mac, who for whatever reason thinks he's going to go to treason if he's not allowed in CBI. but okay, which of these backstabbings do you think will occur? More likely to occur?
Shit, all of them.
It is power.
It's power. But it's
Yeah.
definitely the Tommy and Mireya. That's the one that's going to hit. That's the house of cards is coming down on that one.
I totally agree. Yeah, because that's the one that Diamond don't know about that secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Diamond don't know about that.
I'll give you one you didn't say. I'll give you one you did not bring up.
What we got?
Vic is going to backstab Claudia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that.
Walter. Oh,
To
okay.
Walter.
He's going to backstab Claudia to Walter. Because it'll help him get closer to Walter, which will allow him to get rid of Walter.
No Paulie there too. That's a straight shot.
Paulie.
Yeah.
Paulie.
But now that Paulie's out, I automatically assume when Paulie's out, he's going to team up with Vic. And Paulie's going to tell Vic the play is to turn your sister over to Walter. And you get closer to Walter because Dublin will trust you as the lead. They won't trust
Not her.
anyone
They
else.
won't trust her. Right.
Mhm.
Right. Because they think just like Walter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Paulie will tell Vic, don't worry about the day-to-day. I'll run everything.
Right.
Imagine that.
right.
Because he knows it.
He knows it, right?
He don't know them books. Paulie made it very clear. Yeah, them things upside down right now. So
Listen,
yeah.
I feel so bad for Paulie. I said, Paulie, if you don't take him out, take him out.
Mhm.
I still
Paulie-
can't believe he done fired Paulie.
Not my man.
Yeah,
Paulie
that's
was,
gonna
That was his final
be the
hope,
repercussion.
in my opinion.
Mhm.
yeah. Paulie was neck deep in something.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be the
And
hope.
got
That's
fired.
gonna be the thing that's gonna break Walter more than anything, because that was the only person who truly had his back.
Yeah.
Truly.
That's usually one to get fired. It's like that at work too. You the lowest one at the job and they fire you first.
Every single
Exactly.
every single
Every
time.
time.
Every time.
Like, you fired me, nigga.
Yeah.
I know all this. I come to work every day on time. I leave late.
Mhm.
I don't take no vacation.
Yeah.
That's why they
Just-
keep him
I'm
in
here
tech
every
issues
day. Every day I'm here.
every day.
Just like a homeboy that got killed by oh my god, her name slipped out of my head, from Raising Canaan, Rock. That got killed very early.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My guy with one eye who was
Yeah.
there for no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
He did.
No, what is
Scrap?
it?
Scrap?
Scrap.
Yeah,
Scrap.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, he was loyal to a fault, boy.
mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
that was
according to
Paulie,
that-
and now that Paulie ain't there. But
Yeah.
Paulie's also loyal to the children,
yes,
because those are still his nieces and nephews.
Right.
Exactly.
Facts,
So-
facts.
Like, that's where I think the turn gonna be with him and Vic. And he's gonna tell Vic, turn against your sister. You need to get closer to Walter if you're gonna stab him in the back.
Mm.
Nigga, Julius Caesar didn't shoot a bow and arrow. He stabbed him in the back. You need to get as
Right.
close as humanly possible.
You got to get close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, are we done for the night, Lou? Any overtime? Anything else? That's it.
Oh no, I am pretty amazingly good. I think we
And
did a
all my
great
wine
job.
gone.
We did.
Of
we
going-
did.
I'm almost.
We did a great job of going through the entire episode and getting all of our points out. I think
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. Like, this is
Right.
this amazing. Before the 5th episode, this felt like a 5th episode for them. 'Cause
Yeah.
we understand like the
Yeah.
impact of 5th episode happens with
Right.
power. So
Yeah.
for this to happen in the 4th episode, that means the next episode
This
is going to
gonna
be
be crazy.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. Episode 205 title is Crown Vic. So we will see.
Mm.
See,
There
We
it
will
is.
see what's
Yeah,
going
know.
on there. Mhm.
Hey, and you gotta say Crown Vic.
Yeah,
Baby, they
that's
ain't
it right
talking
there.
about
Yeah.
They ain't talking about
Yeah.
the Ford.
Hello.
Right.
You know they're not talking about the Ford.
They ain't talking about no Ford, right?
Not at all.
So,
Yeah. It's gonna be a
so
lot.
we
and I-
already know where this is going.
Uh-huh.
yeah. And listen, don't forget, Vic did get identified. So expect Vic to get pulled in at some point, because he's not hard to find. So
Not at all.
Right.
we're gonna see how that young boy do with the lights over him. And you remember, he ain't do too good the first time. So
Nope.
we'll see what happens now that they got something on
Vic
him.
ain't
So,
breaking now. Vic ain't breaking out. His Black Queen is gone.
Yeah.
Vic is ready to go.
yeah.
Vic is done. He like,
No
fuck all
one's on payroll.
Nope.
you done killed my baby. My baby gone.
They
He
turn
like
they
Aaron
turn
Hall
this
out
joint
of
to
the shoe video.
Yeah, the
turn this
bars-
club to Bears and Crew. Like
Yeah,
it's wild out here.
Exactly.
Took a picture down.
Exactly.
Put it down.
Her club done turned into stadium.
Yep, $2
Like, Drake
Tuesdays.
perform there next week. They like, nah. This nigga, Vic is mad.
Oh,
Vic
yeah.
is like, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of all of y'all. No.
Vic was more mad at the fact that y'all don't turn this into a whole strip club with people that don't have no bit of body.
Right.
Ain't got no color in here, and you know my man Vic down with the sisters.
There's no
He
chocolate in there.
it's the audacity for Vic out here.
Exactly.
It is no titties.
not
Exactly.
one sister in
Not
here.
one.
Not
Not
one.
one. Not even a couple biracials. You just,
Hey,
you
yo.
just out here with all
Not
these
even
white
the bottle girls.
Right. You ain't had
Hey.
to go far. You had to go to P Valley. They had plenty of them for you.
Exactly.
We gonna keep
Hey.
them out
Like
of
all
there.
y'all had to do is y'all get one Mercedes, not one Mercedes.
Right.
That's all we needed was one Mercedes.
Down at Chuckaloosa.
One
Like
Mississippi.
down to Chuckalisa. Y'all can go to Chuckalisa and get a Mercedes to come up here.
Hey, you know how wild the writers would have been if Vic would have walked in and they would say, "Coming to the stage, Gloria." You like, oh, what?
Man.
Meanwhile, they wrote it that the camera guy caught a stray. That's the wildest thing to me. That dude had no business catching a stray like that. He just taking his pictures,
money and post over on Instagram. Why you do him like that?
Right.
That's what I said.
Hey,
I think I said to Nari, I said Walter wasn't petty enough. I damn sure would have had Gloria come to the stage. And I would have played "I'll Be Missing You" by Puff Daddy as she's spin the pole. Like every step I take, and have her strip right to that song. As Mick walked in, you gonna be mad at me after this is over with, buddy.
Lord,
oh man.
Crazy.
Walked in with a tuck that hair behind his ears.
Hey.
I swear, Walter tucks his hair more than any bad bitch I've ever known in my life. Walter would tuck it, like, what you say?
What are you talking about?
I guess he ain't sick no more.
Yeah, he hasn't coughed one episode.
Not one time this season yet.
Yeah.
He said Walter not sick no more. I don't know what happened. He got a transplant or something, but Walter not sick no more.
Most people health don't get better when they money messed up. That stress started to add up and everything started breaking down. I'm confused here.
Should be the opposite. He should be really coughing right now. That money ain't
Walter
right.
had cancer. He had cancer.
He took his black seed
I know they
oil.
ain't telling
He took his black seed on.
He took his black seed oil. He all right.
We know he ain't doing black seed oil or sea moss.
He got that. No, he got that miracle water from Peter Popoff. He all right. He all right.
Hey, hold up.
Yo.
Did he have that pastor from Brooklyn that we met at the last Power Jump pray over him?
Oh, the one that got yeah, hey, funny. Yeah, that's a fight. We're gonna have to tell y'all that story. Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna tell y'all
that story.
God,
that's a wild story there.
Ooh,
but no,
there.
Yeah, I ain't never been to a party where Young Berg, Remy Ma, I think Papoose was in there. Joey Badass. Yeah, and the most flossiest person was a pastor.
Wait, what?
I'm sitting here whispering. I'm like, hey, who is that? We sitting there trying to interview folks. Look around. I was like, who is that? And I'm like, bro, I'm fried at this point. I'm still thinking, like, all right, Latoya Luck is right there. I'm like, people with statue, and I'm like, who is that right there? Kind of find out it's that pastor from Brooklyn. That church got robbed and on camera on the live show.
Yeah.
He had the biggest diamond chain I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
and he had multiple ones on, and I said,
Gucci
man.
all down. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, you are clearly not doing the Lord's work. You doing somebody's work. It ain't the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Say you working, but not for the Lord.
Oh, he working.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Not in a power party, sir. This ain't the place to be. You ain't preached one sermon. You ain't blessed the food. You ain't blessed the liquor.
Wow,
nothing. Like, what are you doing here?
Hit the red carpet, him then Caesar, and I'm like, oh, well, this a whole foolery now in this joint. Like, what's happening here?
And this was right after Caesar beat the dog and his daughter. So
yep.
Like,
one day after, and Caesar on the red carpet, he's like, oh, what? Okay, yeah.
I would have to slide up and be like, hey. Who invited you? Like, who do you know?
Right.
The way how press cameras dropped, people was like, oh no. And he's like, oh, guess nobody take a picture of me. I'll just slide through. It's like, yeah, motherfuckers know that shit happened yesterday, my man. Like, wow, dog. Anyway, y'all got our backstory. But folks, checking us out tonight, please do me a favor right now. Step over to Random TV Reviews. They are tagged in the comments below. Check out their last video. Go give that a like. Go give some comments. Make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell. This has been a dream to have them collab with us. So much fun. This is why we went over our time. We usually hit an hour and we'd be out, but we wanted to give y'all.
It's 10:15.
Oh,
we gave a little bit of extra sidebar, a little overtime for you all, but y'all do us a favor of Big Gold Belt Media, and please go and show them some love right now. Do yourself a favor. Keep absolutely. No
This
doubt,
was fun.
absolutely. Yeah, and let us know like what else y'all got coming down the pipeline because y'all forever working, but also vacating too. Y'all got that true balance there. But yeah, what y'all got coming through the pipeline here?
I have no idea.
Right. but
One
we
day
need
at
to
a
return the
time.
favor though and get y'all up over on the channel and we can collab, return the favor.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yes.
Yeah.
What can we do? Let me see. Well, I guess y'all let us know when y'all can do it.
Yeah.
We down. We game. We
Hey,
gang.
No matter what.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
no
Treason
issue
come
at
through.
all.
We got that.
Got 6 more episodes. So
Hey, for me, it ain't got to be power. I review everything. I'm down for anything.
definitely.
Yeah.
We may
I'm
be
down
able
for
to
the
talk
citizen.
still about the shy.
About the
'cause
Shy.
We've been doing that
Yeah.
like a little bit.
Have y'all been watching Shy?
Hey, I have never seen an episode of the show. But hey, if y'all say so, I'll watch whatever episode we talk about.
Yeah, we'll stick with power. Yeah. You got a little ways to catch up on that. Yeah.
Because I got so much to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what's my man name that had got removed from the show? I think that's the last time you start watching it.
Brandon.
Yep, Jason Mitchell.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yep.
Yep. So
I still don't think
Hey,
he's
look
dead
at
for real.
that's the one show our
True
audience
that.
has repeated. It was Godfather Harlem, and then it was the Shy that they asked, "Hey, we need y'all to review."
yeah, now they want Top Boy
both
now.
of those shows.
They like
they
Top
can-
Boy,
Top
Top
Boy
Boy,
too.
Top
We
Boy.
Yeah, Top
Nah,
Boy
we
was good.
good.
I watched first season of Top Boy.
Yeah.
I go years back with the original Top Boy before Drake started producing it. So I'm not watching the new season of Top Boy. Yeah, exactly.
Drake.
Like, nah.
They gonna Soldier Boy.
Well, listen, once again, folks, if you didn't hear me the first time, please step over into our comments right now or in the description, and click on Random TV Reviews. Go to their channel, subscribe, notification bell, check out their last recap. They just went live just an hour ago. That means they've been talking power for 2 hours now.
2 hours.
So
Yeah.
you definitely you get on that video, you go show some love, you comment, you do all of that. Do us a favor, any of our fans, any of our friends down there, you do that because they found, and it's been, as I say, the dream to have them on there. They work hard, and as I mentioned, they got it right because they put out good content and they balance out life. So they ain't just stuck to this. They out here all across the world doing what they do. And then they come through, So I love it. And I love that for
We
us.
get ready to get on another cruise next week.
See, there you go. There you go. There you go. But until next week, folks, when we review our next episode of Snow on the Bluff, we got episode 5, Crown Vic, and we're gonna see Jenard go out here and probably do something really wild, and we'll see if he can get off that stuff. It's kind of wild that Kate got off the stuff first before Jenard, and I can't even believe I even said that.
You said before Jenard.
Right. Yeah.
Kate was on drugs for 8 years. Kate was on drugs for 8 years.
At this rate, who knows how long Jenard been on it? He seemed real comfortable with this.
Oh, he
Yeah,
really
no hesitation here. He just, I don't know, look like a little. Anytime a little bit of stress, that's what he resorts to this. So I don't know. You know, Kate been fixing herself to willing her inner demons, like Jenard going through his now. So maybe we see an AA with them together. Who knows?
Kate gave herself to the Lord. Kate done prayed about it. Kate done been baptized. She was baptized at Great Bishop Mountain Zion's Church. Kate did it. They sung soon and very soon we are coming to see the King when she was baptized. Kate is saved. She's a saved woman. She got a prayer cloth and everything.
See Holy Ghost feel.
Yeah.
Speaking in tongues.
You know Kate speaking in tongues.
Benny Hinn put that blaze on her.
Kate speaking in tongues.
You know Kate running around that church every time that pastor get up.
Can you imagine Kate shout though? Can you imagine her shuffling across that daggone floor? That red hair going.
Hey, shut my God!
Shut up!
Giving it
Look,
up.
imagine her inviting Tommy to church service with her.
Oh my God.
They'd be like, why is this white boy just sitting there like this? Lord.
We need Pastor Swift for somehow to transport from BMF right to power for that episode.
No.
I see we got a couple of of our white brethrens in here today. Make sure y'all come bless this this basket
collection
three
plate.
times, three times, because we know y'all got it.
It's the wig for that one too. It's the wig.
Yeah.
Oh man, that again, at the stars and these Tyler Perry wigs. I tell you,
Man, but
I
the
tell
wig
you.
is sitting back here though, because of the locks.
Gotta cover the locks up.
I'm like, I don't know. Y'all could have brought up something like made something else up.
Yeah.
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 Anywho,
man.
Just don't turn to the side. Don't give us a side profile at all.
Straightforward. That's it.
Straightforward.
Nothing else.
Because once you did like this, we got jokes.
Yeah.
'Cause we don't miss nothing.
it is just it just I just try to show so much grace to production teams, but I just don't get it. Could they be black and they be working on black people? And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what's the miscommunication here? Like,
Right.
The same miscommunication that tells them that no matter what complexion you are related.
Yeah.
She can have 2 dark-skinned kids and she could be as light as humanly possible, but that's their mama because they black. Like, it is what it is. Like, no one's gonna question. Like, we didn't question light skin Aunt Viv. We did. Black people questioned it. White people didn't. They like, well, she's black. So
I was like, where did she go?
Yeah.
Where did she go?
mm.
This is not right.
Lord have mercy.
Man. All right, we'll wrap it up for real this time. Anyway, we appreciate everybody coming through, checking us out. Our live show each and every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And our recap review show will drop after the conclusion of Power on Fridays, 1 a.m. So after you get on the Stars app at 12, go ahead and put in that hour. Then right after that, we right there for you with our recap review show. And things ain't slowing down. We got a guest next week as well. One person that I think if you had to be a betting person, you could imagine that he would show up at some point. So he'll I've been no stranger to him. So now he has to come through and bless us one time. So
see how he teased stuff that I know nothing about.
Yeah.
I know nothing about. It's crazy, right?
It's all good. It's gonna be a good time there. But truly, Stanley Lynette, it's been an absolute honor to have you two with us tonight.
Likewise. Thank y'all so much, man.
And you listen, this seat down there for you all, it's always open. We always willing to collaborate, have y'all at any given time, any given show, whatever it may be. And best believe I'm gonna be on y'all line for that finale, because the finale, I think we're gonna have a good old cookout here. It's gonna be a little wild one here. It's gonna be some fun time, and I know the fans been getting it in tonight in the comments. They seem like they loved it. We loved it. So without a doubt, we got to run that back. We got to spin the block one time on this one.
Yeah. So we're gonna be hitting y'all up about the collab
absolutely.
on our channel. So we're gonna be hitting y'all up on that.
Oh yeah.
We got to do this again.
Yeah,
Right on. Well, folks, we be back next week again, episode 5, Crown Vic. Get in the comments. Let us know your predictions for that episode. We already know Vic gonna be up to something stupid just because of the name. And I hope I better not see a Crown Vic next episode, because I know niggas ain't still driving them joints. I got questions here. So we gonna see. But anyway, until then, folks, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We'll catch y'all back next week.